There's one old one, which became a new one, which is Blippar, and Faisal Galaria and Ambarish Mitra, if I would kindly ask you to come on stage, they're going to tell us a story. Because sometimes things go wrong on the way. And in this case, I think, well, you will tell the story, but it was a shareholder-related issue. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Faisal became today at 7:30 CEO of Blippar. And Blippar is one of these new cool companies who are working with new technologies. And I said to them, well, before we start our discussion, you have to show what the product actually is. So I don't know if that works, but we would love to show some example. While you set this up, Faisal, give a little bit of background about yourself. I mean, you are like a legend in the UK digital ecosystem.
Well, thank you for that, and thank you for inviting me back again this year. I've been very, very lucky over the last 20 or so years to be part of, first of all, Skype, then Kayak, Spotify, and 2 years ago I was part of the team that IPO'd Go Compare on the London Stock Exchange. So I've had a really
as corporate in the digital sector as it gets, it seems. Amazing.
No, it's been amazing to have been here at the start of the wave of digital, and to see so many different companies do so many amazing things, and now to be here at Blippar, I'm really excited. It feels very similar to
Blippar is really like one of these businesses which work for new products, right? I mean, you have new technologies. And when we started NOAH and we looked at the kind of how everything got platformerized, we were like, oh my God, how many speakers are we going to have in the future? And as some of you know, we had in Berlin over 500 companies on stage. And internet or digital is simply a parallel economy, but it also enables you to do new things. Can we have a little demo of Blippar?
Yeah, sure.
Here we go.
You can hear me, yeah? So, hey guys, this is Mitra. Those of you know Blippar, that we were one of the first companies in the world developing augmented reality solutions. In a part of the new direction in Blippar, we've created this self-service platform which allows anybody with tech or non-tech skill set to create AR without any knowledge of coding and be able to publish it in any platform, whether it's iOS, Android, or finally our sort of big announcement that we are making augmented reality web compatible, which is the only true platform which is accessible to everybody on the planet, the internet or the web as we know it. So we'd like to quickly show a demonstration. This is a web-based platform. It's called Blip Builder. And we've created this mock-up for you guys. And you can see this is a very easy-to-use interface. And
can you give us a bit background? Who uses that? For what purpose is it built?
So today, world's biggest publishers, brands, agencies, enterprises, and education companies, to give you an example, whoever has a lot of print or brand real estate, so like a Coca-Cola with its cans or Pearson with its books, people who have a lot of physical world real estate and they want to make it into an interactive medium, a storytelling medium, uses the platform. So you can take any image or any product in the world, upload it in the system, and make it into an interactive browsing experience. So in this particular case, you can see we've sort of pre-mocked this, where you can see the whole design in 3D space, how it will look like. And if we want to even make changes, it's very easy. So we brought the NOAH logo, and we're just going to drop it here in the scene. You can see it. And literally, if I now press the publish button, and this is like a real-time demo, so bear with me. If you press the publish button.
So are you a bit like a web publisher?
Yeah, it's web publisher, but for the augmented reality world, which is...
So for the future?
No, it's now. It's
well, of course. So do you need any special browser to see? No, it's all in Safari?
No, it's all Safari. I'm currently hotspotting from my phone, so it's taking a little
bit. But we have internet here, actually, a little bit.
Yeah, it's... we're having some issues with that, but Bear with me 2 more seconds.
Okay, let's, while this loads,
Yeah.
and I guess it doesn't load so slow when you browse. It's just now the creation process, I hope, right?
No, no,
Maybe
no,
the NOAA logo is screwing it up? Okay,
maybe.
Faisal, why did you join Blippar? You're bringing it back. Can you probably give a little bit background, because it's a very interesting story. Because even if you think it's game over for a company, it can come back. And I mean, the technology is obviously leading in the space, but the company itself got a little bit into trouble on the way. Maybe you can share a little bit the story.
Blippar's been leading in the AR space now since 2011, when Rish and the other founders first developed the company, and it was one of the UK's first technology unicorn companies. It managed to raise over the first 8 years close to $150 million in venture fundings from some of the biggest investors, including Qualcomm, our current major investor, Candy Ventures, and Khazanah, the Malaysian sovereign wealth fund. But at the end of last year, when Khazanah had its issues, it also interrupted Blippar's Series E round of funding, which meant that the company was a casualty of that and ran out of cash and went into administration. The good news about that is that Candy Ventures, who had been part of the company through the Series C and Series D round of funding, came in and backed Rish and the team again, and we brought the company back earlier this year, and we've been very well supported since then by over many clients over the years. Blippar has had over 1,000 clients, both agencies and brands. So we've had great support from them. The team has been growing, and we've been very fortunate to have a number of ex-Blippar team members coming back and joining for the journey.
But you never ceased operations. It was always ongoing. So on the customer side, everything was safe.
I mean, most of it, it's never easy when a business is going through this level of disruption. But one of the most amazing things were with supportive investors and incredible team. I think one of our biggest achievements was keeping the core team together. We're living in very interesting times. You know, there's a level of uncertainty everywhere. But still the team trusted us to carry on the journey and bring it to a really good conclusion. And we've, of course, for even 1 second, our services never stopped. And we communicated to all our customers that we're trying our best to resume.
Have you done this internally, or you worked with like a PR crisis management company?
No. that all stuff used to happen before. Now we
How high was your monthly cash burn?
We're not going into that.
Okay. Okay, so AR, maybe you were a little early, right?
Yeah.
Maybe now the market is ready, there's more Wi-Fi, more bandwidth, and you can do actually the fancy augmented reality thing. Faisal, obviously you joined the company today as the CEO. Tell us a little bit about the market. How competitive is AR? I mean, does Adobe have a similar authoring tool, or are you the only ones? Are you the market leaders? And is it just waiting for the market to be ready? Give us a little context, what excited you here?
Look, I think what excited me about the opportunity at Blippar was, first of all, the team, and Rish has mentioned the team. This has been a team that's been pioneering augmented reality now for 8 years. The IP experience and technology that this team has is really exciting and cutting edge. It doesn't mean that we're the only ones in this space, but if we were the only ones, there'd be no validation that this is actually a technology that's in demand from the agencies. And
do you know how many pages, websites use augmented reality? It's like 0.5%, or is it still relatively small?
I think we're at, one of the things that's interesting is that we are definitely at a point when AR is now becoming increasingly focus of attention. We have Google and Apple launching their own AR SDKs. We have Amazon, Snap.
The market
Instagram,
is ready, yeah.
Adobe. The market's coming, and it's been a long time. It's been a long time in coming. In fact, actually, I think the first time AR was actually described was probably 1901, when Frank Baum, who famously wrote The Wizard of Oz, in another book that's less well known, The Mystery Key, the protagonist is a little boy called Rob, and he's given a pair of glasses that when he puts them on, he can actually see the character of the people that he looks at through those glasses.
Yeah. I can hardly deal with reality. If you start now with the augmented reality, I feel a bit overwhelmed. But why do people use it? I mean, what is the benefit? I mean, by the way, did the demo load up? Or
No, I disconnected it, yeah. Yeah, because we were
But we
talking-
saw how you author it, so
Yeah.
that's good
Yeah.
enough. But what is like the main use case? How can you commercialize it? It sounds like that this is like a tool companies use, and you have some of the biggest companies in the world: PepsiCo, Porsche, Nestle, L'Oreal. What are they doing? Are they trying to make it more interesting and engage users through your
I'm going to
augmented reality?
paint a very short, way more optimistic version than your question. Is today it's being used more as a tool. You know, a lot of people, when you do any kind of communication, you think TV is media, outdoor is media, press is media, the internet is media, but sometimes we forget the biggest media in the world is products. You know, there are more Coke cans in circulation than a newspaper, or there's a way more Mercedes or Toyotas in circulation in a city than their own showroom. And
what circulation?
Like, you know, when a car manufacturer, let's say, I'm just giving examples, like a brand like Coca-Cola or Nestle, their products are more in circulation in people's homes than actually...
The product is the advertisement.
Product is, so that's how it's perceived today. But tomorrow, it's inevitable with sophistication of browsers and 5G coming into play and cameras getting smarter and smarter, that internet will have a more three-dimensional form. You know, in the last 30, 40 years of its evolution, it's been very flat.
Yeah.
And all the innovation we've seen, it is flat because that's what we support today. But we live in a 3D world. We touch things in a... So I think a combination of 3D internet and haptics and everything coming together, AR has the potential to be a horizontal medium.
And is
not
it also
just a tool.
personalized? We had companies here on stage like Software Impossible, where you can actually do personalized video messages, and it looks like it's real. So you work with, I think like 2 or 3 companies. There's one in Israel.
Yeah.
I forgot the name, but
I mean, we are almost like the WordPress of AR.
Yes.
So the use cases can be anything, right? Like you can build a e-commerce store on internet. You can build a social networking site. You can do all of that using our tool, but with the augmented medium when you
give us an idea roughly. You have like 100,000 users, or
There are 200,000 plus subscribers on our platform.
Okay.
Creating content.
And they use it. Some of them use it, and some others don't use it that month.
Exactly, and probably our biggest client has created more than 10,000 units of content using the platform.
And do you partner with some distribution, like, you know, Vochit, for example, online video authoring tool? I mean, there's a lot of video and publishing happening because nobody of us likes the banners anymore. Who has clicked on a banner in the last 5 years? By accident. No, but it's so interesting, no? Advertising is becoming as annoying as the plastic bottles in the ocean, and we are looking for getting our media messages out. And I know it from you guys, you don't open our emails anymore. I mean, nobody does. It's incredible. And I think to get to users with new things is a lot easier than with the old technology. So what does it cost? How do you price? It's a subscription SaaS model, or?
It's largely a hybrid. The model that we're going forward with will be open to everyone because unfortunately you haven't been able to see us use the tool live, but everyone from art students up to large agencies, advertising, automotive or FMCG will be using the product. So if you're a student and you want to publish 100 instances of AR that's priced very inexpensively at $20. But for the large agencies and for large brands that want to build consistent and persistent campaigns, it's going to be a SaaS model.
How many clients you lose? What's your retention? Because it sounds like once you figured out how this platform works, you're probably not going to leave it too soon, no?
I think it's early. Again, we're at the point where we are again beginning to have conversations with the. I think it's right to say we had over 1,000 brands on the platform.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Everyone from global brands that you've mentioned, Nestle, Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, through to mom and pop restaurants have been using the platform. So it's what's really interesting is in the few weeks that I've been on the platform reaching out to clients is the warmth of the reception, the fact that they've been using this platform for many years, some up to 8 years, the receptiveness to work with us and to explore what's new, what's web AR, the fact that we no longer need an app and we've launched the product to be fully launchable in the browser. It's getting a lot of people that have, especially marketing professionals, really excited about working with us again.
I think half of the audience would like to try out your tool. Maybe what we can do, since the demo didn't work, we can send some links of websites which use your technology so that people can have a look.
That would be great.
Yeah, it's live. It's live on the website.
Oh, it's on
today.
the website. Okay.
So you can just go on blippar.com, go on Blip Builder, try for free, check it out.
And you're going to work together with Faisal, or what's your personal plan? New CEO, you're chairman now, non-executive?
I'm the chief product officer. Could have done a better job with the product demo, but genuinely it was the connection. So
Are you technical? You have a technical background?
I don't have a technical background, but I've always built technical products.
Yeah.
So
With a human background.
This product's my vision, and I'm obsessed with it, and that's a large part of my strength. So me and Faisal are going to work together, where he makes a lot of money and I keep making the products.
We've done a deal with Adobe and Fotolia for quite some time ago. They're quite acquisitive. I wish you the best of luck, Faisal. Ashish, thank you so much for being here again.
Thank you very much.
To open NOAH London 2019. Thank you.